Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Only by presenting up the important points from the chapter Hormonal Coordination, that is endocrinology. Friends, the terms or the points discussed here are derived from MCQs that have appeared in the various national or state level competitive exams. So the questions are formed from these terms itself, which are ought to be covered here in these sessions, and either the questions may be taken in the similar form or maybe a modified form. So these are beneficial to you and they will help you to master the important topics in the limited span of time, frame some expected questions, do effective revision, make your own synopsis, and friends, the more MCQs you solve, the more confident you become. So, daily practice of few minutes with me on this channel on various topics can help you to master every topic. So, today in this session, we are going to talk about the NEET points on hormonal coordination from 41 to 60. I hope you are following this series. Do check with the playlist for the other chapters as well. Point number 41. Parahormones are hormone-like substances. For example, Von Euler reported some active compound from the human semen secreted from the prostate gland, and these compounds contract the uterine muscles, thus making the sperms move towards the fallopian tube. Important prostaglandins are PGA1, PGA2, PGE1, PGE2, and PGF. Next, pheromones, as observed by the scientist Carlson. These are chemicals released into the atmosphere by one animal but affect the physiological or behavioral response in another animal of the same species. Example, bombicol. First pheromone released by female silk moth to attract the male moth. So these are also known as the sex attractants. Second example is civitone, that is released by the cats. Third example is muscane, released by musk deer. Friends, these points you wouldn't get it in your textbook, so please make a note, and as I have already mentioned, frame your own synopsis. Next, intestinal mucosa, that is duodenum and ileum, also having some endocrine part and secrete hormones like gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin, that is CCK, pancreozymin, that is PZ, and willicrinin, etc. Next, kidney releases serotonin, which helps to increase the blood pressure through angiotensin path. It also releases erythropoietin, which increases the formation and release of RBCs during hypoxic condition. Friends, hypoxic condition is nothing but less of oxygen, hypoxia. Synergistic hormones are a pair of hormones which work together for a particular function. For example, FSH and LH work together for the maturation of the Graafian follicle. Next, antagonistic hormones are a pair of hormones each with opposite function. For example, insulin and glucagon. Insulin acts as hypoglycemic factor, but glucagon acts as hyperglycemic factor. Next, tropic hormone is a hormone of one gland which activates the secretion of hormone of other gland. For example, TSH of anterior lobe of pituitary gland activates the thyroid gland to secrete thyroxine. Next, chalones are hormones which inhibit the secretion of other gland. For example, enterogasterone from duodenal mucosa inhibits the secretion of HCl in the gastric juice of the stomach. Next, pancreas is a heterocrine gland, that is, it has both exocrine and endocrine part. Next, thymus is associated with our immune system. It acts as a lymphatic gland. Next, humulin is human insulin produced by DNA recombinant technology. Next, alexonic diabetes is due to alexon, which destroys the beta cells of pancreas. Next, that is point number 53. Adrenal gland is also known as 3F gland and 4S gland. Next, oral contraceptive pills with synthetic form of estrogen and progesterone hormones prevent ovulation in the females. Next, milk secreting hormone is prolactin, whereas milk ejecting hormone is oxytocin. Next, pregnancy hormone is progesterone and birth hormone is oxytocin. Next, salt retaining hormone is aldosterone, which is also one of the member of a mineralocorticoid hormone. Next, emergency hormone is adrenaline. Next, pituitary gland is known as the master gland of our body. Point number 60. The largest endocrine gland is the thyroid gland, whereas the smallest endocrine gland is the pituitary gland. Friends, I'm sure this series would help you to score better and achieve your dream of being a doctor. So keep studying with me and do subscribe if you haven't yet done it. It's my request. Thank you so much.